has an idea of what they think their debut will be like.
Oh, God. You can't draw this up.
He lived it. I just said it in that highlight. I said, dear, he's so cute because he's so sweet. And you said, cute with what?
Cute with the most unbelievable set of tree trunk quads you've seen. We're going to side angle him in a second here. This is, I mean, incredible. Watching that game last night, like I said, 1980s throwback with Steve Stone and Bob Costas. It was fantastic. Braves take an early lead. The White Sox have been a story the entire season. If this pitching holds up, there is stars galore. And I'm telling you what, hats off to Chris Getz and his staff. Let's get into this. The Garrett Crochet trade. When you dive in on this.
On nearly everything.
Yeah. My man Kyle Teal got hurt in the WBC for Team Italy. You know he's an everyday grinder behind the dish. Chase Mydroth.
Grinder.
Instant energy for this ball club in the middle of everything. Winkleman Gonzalez right there. He's down in Charlotte right now. But the bell of the ball in this trade was Braden Montgomery. And when you saw him last night, how athletic did he look in his uniform? The ability to push the ball the other way. This was a two-way guy in college, okay? I want to dive in on some of his minor league stuff. We're setting the foot down. We're going opposite field grand slam, and that's a no-doubter. And he has been on fire in the minor leagues. A switch hitter, like I said, a two-way guy coming out of college. 35 home runs his 2 years at Stanford. Then he transfers to Texas A&M in 2024, hits 27 bombs for them, ends up being the 12th overall pick in the 2024 draft, and has been on fire recently. 18 for 38. That's a 474 clip, your last 10 games in the minors. You always want to come up, and they do a great job of this. Bring them up when they're swinging the bat well. When you're scuffling in the minor leagues and somebody tweaks a hammy and you get called up, you're like, God, I hope my swing travels with me. If you're swinging a bat hot, you want to get called up to the show and move it around a little bit. Here's Braden Montgomery's first two minor league seasons, 2025. 3 stops between A ball, high A, and double A, 270 with 12 just to get loose. 360 on base, a 444 slug, and a weighted runs created plus of 137. Fast forward to 2026, 2 stops, double A and triple A, 314 with 10, OPS north of 960, 970 with a 152, weighted runs created plus. I'm blown away, and I shouldn't be anymore. I watch my kid, 16-year-old kid, play travel baseball, and the stuff they are facing at 16 years old compared to the stuff I faced at 16 years old is mind-numbing. It really is. The ability to control the strike zone, to be okay handling velocity, to make in-at-bat adjustments. You just don't see this with guys 15, 20 years ago. These young guys have been just entrenched in playing high-level baseball for a long time, and when you watch him, the ABs, one leads to the next. He's going to punch out his first AB. Run that back for me real quick. Pause it. Pause. You interview 99% of the guys' big league ABs. The first pitch, you are just shaking in your boots and want to get it. You want to go. Watch him walk through this. There's no cheat. He ends up punching out, but it moves to the next AB. Spits on a heater, 94, right down Broadway. Is behind that baseball, pushing it the other way. Grant Holmes, known for his nasty breaking ball, puts him away. No panic. So what does he do his second AB? Backdoor slider, pause it. Spits on the exact pitch that just punched him out. And now he's 2-0. 2-0, young guy, maybe looking to cheat and launch, get out and around something. Let me do what I do. Let me push that. Now welcome to the big leagues. I got my first knock. Anything else tonight's gravy. I got a batting average when I drive to the yard the next day. And we'll keep going here. And then all of a sudden he comes up righty. Dylan Dodd punches his ticket. But it's the quality of the AB. There's no cheat. There's nothing moving forward. He eventually punched out. I want to see what he looks like from both sides. Nays did a great job diving in here to the splits. Obviously more at-bats from the left-hand side, 295 with 12. But look at the ABs from the right-hand side. There's more strikeout in there.
And that's the part of that's the area they wanted him to work on in the minors.
But there's more pop on that side, Robert. So I'm interested to see, dive in. Does he do anything different? Little side by side of both of them. Little wider from the left side.
Good Lord.
You could run. I know, Robert. Dive in on the quads.
Jeez.
Serious. This is strength. And what does that do? A strong foundation keeps the head still, keeps the eyes still, and an athletic frame like this can just move around it. All right? So let's dive back in to the ABs. Again, hits an absolute missile. He knows Carlos Carrasco, I'm sure it was talked about in the meeting, will not beat you with a fastball. Stays back and hits a whistler to Michael Harris to kind of set this up. Who's taking an 0-1 changeup from Rosell Iglesias, who has been great the entire season, and hitting it out opposite field in their debut? Okay, I see the way that moves. Bang. I didn't think that ball was
I didn't either.
I was blown away, but then when you dive into the side angle and you watch him run the bases, the only thing I'm focused on
Are these 80s graphics. Awesome.
the 80s graphics and the fact that his lower half allows him to be an absolute statue in the box. Just cement. Yeah, bring up the board real quick. Braden Montgomery, 2026 season ranks down in the minor leagues, exit velo. I mean, if you take a look at it, he ranks among 423 players with 100 plate appearances of track data. So down in the minor leagues, hard hit percentage through the roof, exit velo through the roof. So I'm sitting there. We always play the comp game. Was trying to find it last night. I'm on the merge call with Wolin and Savino. Let's get into it. I know who he reminds me of when he was running the bases. Pause that for me real quick. Okay. All I was checking out when he was running the bases and in the side angle was the size of his lower half right there. There was a guy back in the day when I first came up with the Mets. You can run this. His name was Roger Cedeno.
Oh, yeah.
In 1999, Roger Cedeno hit .313 with 66 stolen bases. He never went on to be this superstar player. He was kind of a journeyman fourth outfielder type, but good God, did he look great in a uniform. And the way he moved it around.
One of my favorites.
Yes, and when you sit and look at the side-by-side,
Yeah.
The best at-bats,
a lot of similarities between him and Michael Brantley. There really is. Pause this. I want you guys to focus on this front hip. When we talk about this, about not chasing, these guys have found the ability to stay behind the baseball. You do not see this front hip where they come off their backside. They're strong in their base. This is down, and they almost sit down into it and spin and rotate, run it. Look at them stay behind the baseball. Chest tall.
Yeah, that's
a lot to like here,
great
Robert.
Great comp.
Hey, White Sox are a fun watch.
They are.
First home run in the skybox treatment.
Come
Just
on.
like that.
Absolutely.
And
Hey,
you're so right. Even on his strikeout, he's calm.
One thing we didn't show it in the highlight, Ronald Acuna Jr. left this game with some hamstring tightness. He looked frustrated, so that's something to keep an eye on. But great stuff there. What a night for the White Sox and for Braden Montgomery.